Bro was just cleaning the leftovers off, making sure the place was spick and span. Bro was just doing his job, and the fact that y'all relied on him meant he was a diligent worker. He did nothing wrong. I mean, I wouldn't eat there or let my family eat there.
What it is, guys, it's your boy BlastphamousHD, aka Tyrone Koppel, aka Hot Chocolate when I be stripping on the weekends. And today we're here to check out a video called Your Work Confessions. Now, I've done horrible, terrible things at my jobs in order to get fired. Not the worst of things. I've seen more worse than I've done. But I'm interested in seeing what horrifying stuff you guys have been getting into at your jobs. Let's do this.
Hello, it's D. That was my worst intro ever. Hey y'all, it's your favorite gambling addict, back with another confessions video. You and I know the gist by now. You guys send me your confessions and I read them while crying on the inside. This time the topic was work confessions, bad things or unusual stuff that happened at your workplace. And I know half of you guys are unemployed, but don't get me wrong, you guys still send me the good stuff. Some of your confessions were a little bit mild, while at the same time some of your confessions were a little bit wild. And at the end of the day, I come to the same conclusion, is that I hope all your bosses watch this video. Let's just get into it. First, I don't got no damn job. I work in a school as a student. One of my classmates made 2 holes in the walls of my classroom. You work in school as a student? When did that become a job? I've been a student for basically all my life and I never got paid squat. I've done more than 12 good years working and I never saw a cent. I need my reparations. My brother's boss at Little Caesars was giving people raises if they did the nasty, even the men. Second story, a Karen at a local McDonald's was mad her nuggets weren't out in time. It was a 1-minute wait and she threw a fit. She was also very obese. So she hurled her fat over the counter and tried fighting the cashier. She didn't land one punch and she got punched once and was knocked out cold. Lastly, a customer at Arby's was mad over curly fries and pulled out a gun and started firing. Honestly, I'm still stuck at the first confession cause did your brother take the raise? I'm not judging, you know. You gotta do what you gotta do in this life, but did you take the raise? How big was the raise? You know, if it was an extra $10 an hour with a free side of crazy bread and wings, that's kind of tempting. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, but everybody else doing it, I might as well join in. And for the curly fries one, I kind of understand it. When you order food and you expect a certain kind of standard to it and it comes back mid, I'ma start going crazy on the spot and start rapping to the cashier saying, let's play a little game I made. All you gotta do is pick a candy bar, one gotta play. Some people be serious about that curly fries. And the fat girl, yeah, whatever. More of the story, accept all opportunities to get in a raise. I work as a teller at my state's credit union. I once had a woman who was cleaning money from her account. She had a bunch of Zelle deposits from her dad, but turns out her dad has been dead for 6 months and she was pretending to be him, withdrawing from ATMs and transferring money from his account to hers without permission. Needless to say, she didn't get the money. I'm having trouble understanding this confession. I mean, I might be stupid, but I'm still having trouble with it because I don't see anything she did wrong. I mean, I bet this is marked as a crime under some random law somehow, but I still don't see what she did wrong. Her dad's dead. What does he need the money for? Who is she gonna ask for permission? His coffin? She gotta ask the bank for permission to her dad's money? Why? Why does the bank need the money for? Come on, man. You holding her up from showing off her emotion. And for what? Her dead dad that's not gonna use the money? I don't see any problem with what she did. I mean, I bet if I did some research, I probably would, but I'm not. I'm gonna be on her side blindly. I don't care. Go get your dead dad's money, girl. I used to work at KFC, and for some reason, my coworker started putting 10 squirts of mayo on every sandwich that I was ordered, and this person provided some evidence alongside with it too. If I ever open up my fast food bag and I see a mayonnaise sandwich has been replaced for my burger, I'm chucking that sandwich back at that worker, not gonna lie.
No, you won't.
You're right, I won't. I worked as a waiter in this smaller little restaurant. After someone left, I picked up the dishes like a normal person would. There was this guy who worked in the back who would clean the dishes really fast, so everyone kind of relied on him. Until one day we call him not washing the dishes, but licking them till they're clean. Anyways, not long after, the place shut down to no surprise. Bro was just cleaning the leftovers off, making sure the place was spick and span. Bro was just doing his job, and the fact that y'all relied on him meant he was a diligent worker. He did nothing wrong. I mean, I wouldn't eat there or let my family eat there or let my friends eat there or let my dogs eat there, but hey, To each their own. Basically, I used to work in this Mexican restaurant. Reason I applied there, I always kept getting rejected by other places. McDonald's, Taco Bell, and other last resort jobs. Dang, nobody want you. But I was able to get a job at this restaurant for $3 an hour as a servant. Bro, you don't got a job, you're a slave. That is not a job, you are a servant. This is the type of job I'd take if I had debt to owe to the boss. At first, I came in for the training, which the restaurant didn't really teach much, so I had to teach myself. But customers were weird AF. I had to serve a group of friends that were senior citizens, and they were showing pictures of their private parts to each other in public. And I saw that while I was taking their order. More of the story, work somewhere non-food related, such as AutoZone, where I'm happy. Old people be weird sometimes. They're either the most intelligent, loving people you've ever met in your life, or second to babies. All the old people I personally know are loving and intelligent though. You know, I love your grandma. But then there's sometimes those old people that be coming up to me talking in gibberish like, and I just gotta laugh it off like, I don't even know what they said. Yeah, old people be weird sometimes, but I'm glad that you freed yourself from the shackles of slavery and now work at AutoZone. I'm proud of you, bro. I'm happy that you're happy. Worked at a clinic around 18 years old. Got paid in gift cards. Coworker got shot, and I had to see a patient myself once. Imagine having some kid come in asking you about your jaundice. The hell is a jaundice? Jaundice, a medical condition with yellowing of the skin or whites of the eyes, arising from excess of the pigment bilirubin and typically caused by obstruction of the bile duct. The hell is bilirubin? Bilirubin, an orange-yellow pigment formed in the liver by the breakdown of hemoglobin and excreted in bile. What the hell is a hemoglobin? Hemoglobin, a red protein responsible for transporting oxygen in the blood of Viltrumites. Oh, okay. Working for any kind of politician gotta be one of the worst jobs, not gonna lie. I once got an internship for this dude I didn't know much about. And every day there'd be crazy people coming into his office screaming, holding signs with actual blood on them, making death threats, and just being altogether vile. I don't know if it's because the guy was Republican or something, but it traumatized me and made me never want to work in the private sector again. Honestly, you didn't even have to tell me to know this. There's no such thing as an honest politician, bro. I can almost guarantee that the higher on the ladder the politician is, the more likely the employees will be treated like garbage. I just don't like the politics space in general, because the more you look into it, the more you're like, damn, man, everybody a piece of huh? I would never want to work in that space. Unless I'm gonna be president. I better be the president. First law, I'm the only dude on Tinder. All the girls have to swipe right on me. Why the hell I still have no matches? One of my coworkers' boyfriends started working with us recently. He got yelled at by a stupid bitch manager. Oh my god, I hate that stupid bitch! Anyways, the dude got yelled at by the manager, and it got to the point where he freaking snapped at that. He started insulting her, raising his voice to the point he turned red. The girlfriend tried to step in, pushing him to the side. He pushed her off and yelled, "Don't freaking touch me!" Another co-worker pulled up to stop him, and that's where he went berserk. He was pushing him while yelling, "I'm gonna kill you! You..." The people in the restaurant had enough and tried to fight him because the majority of the staff and customers were Hispanic and Latino. He panicked and went outside, locking the customers inside. He later got chased by two old Mexican folk with freaking machetes. Can you believe that? Machetes! Unfortunately, he got away and is about to get fired. Why isn't he already fired, bro? That story is crazy. And by the sounds of it, you hate your manager too. Is your manager Chris Rock or Mahito from Jujutsu Kaisen? I don't know, man. Crazy story. I don't even know what to say, just crazy. When I was younger, I worked at McDonald's. It was painful and tiring, and I ended up getting myself fired. One day at 1 p.m., I was making french fries till this guy named Michael showed up. He caused employees to freaking quit or get fired. He messed up the employees' work like putting food poisoning in it. What? Today's was the most evil ever. He got up on the counter, put his pants down, including underwear, and then he started peeing while the french fries were boiling. He told the manager that I peed in the french fries to let you know the cameras were broken and nobody was in the kitchen. Turns out Michael is the son of the manager and he believed Michael always. When I served the food to the customer said, it smelled like piss, which ended up me getting fired. But I would hate working with an employee like this, and I would hate having a boss like this. Bosses having kids work for them and then obviously treating them with more respect and bias just because they're their kids. Like, I could never imagine working in a working environment like that. It just sounds too annoying. And the fact that you got fired for him peeing in the fries? Bro, Sue. Sue. I don't know what you're suing for, but sue. Just sue. One time when I was 5 and was still in China, my work master gave me 4 more hours of work for messing up the seam on a poop emoji plushie, trying to relate to my international audience. Share this video with Winnie the Pooh. I worked at a pizza place, and when the customers were kinda rude, I would make sure to spit on that hoe. My coworker, on the other hand, would lay his balls on some pizza. Good time. Alright, I got a lot of confessions of some of you guys working in fast food and doing disgusting things to the person's order. Before break, the worst teacher came in the drive-thru, so we put fart spray on his burger. I spat in this guy's burger for being an a-hole, and it turns out the burger was for his kid, and the kid ate it. My friend has a habit of sneaking rat poison in his customers' meals. His ass hasn't been caught yet. Isn't that illegal? You trying to kill your customers? What kind of habit is that? That guy is not normal. He's a serial killer in the making. I work at Wendy's. I peed in somebody's drink. They thought it was pineapple Sprite. Alright, that one gotta be fake, but that's not the point. You guys are making me a little scared to go to these fast food chains, because after reading these confessions, I think half my food gonna be spat in or have rat poison in it. Y'all legit crazy. But based on what I read, most of the time it's just for customers that are kinda rude to them. And honestly, looking through their lens and perspective, I could understand it. I'm not saying it's right or justified or anything, but if I worked at fast food and you were rude to me when you're ordering your food, I might add a little extra sauce to your food. Like sometimes customers be tweaking at the employees at these fast food places just because they got their order slightly wrong or the customer got an attitude at the start. Like I bet 95% of the time it's just gonna be normal customers saying normal orders, and then there'll be those one customers that be like, "You forgot the pickles!" head ass. Making a scene, yelling at you like you're not about to make their food in the back of the kitchen where they can't even see you. You try to start a fight with me, I'ma put a Shrek Twinkie in your bag and say that's your burger. Like I'd act exactly like this person I'm about to read right here. Worked at Bojangles when I was 15, and a customer called one of my coworkers a rat because his chicken was taking too long. So my dude fried a dead rat he kept in the freezer for a moment like this. No one but me and him knows this. See, these people be waiting for moments like this, and I'd be one of them. If I'm working at Mickey D's and a customer start cussing at me, I prayed for times like this. I'm gonna put monkey brains in your burger. Honestly, I'd probably be one of those petty workers, man. Like if I worked at Starbucks and someone asked for extra whipped cream on their iced coconut latte.
I'm a very petty worker. I used to work at Walmart. Customer came in being super duper belligerent and disrespectful. I was still on my 90-day probation. He went and got my 2 different shift managers and got me written up from each one of them. And you're only allowed to get 3 write-ups before your 90-day probation is over, lest you get fired. So me getting real mad at that, I triple rung up his stuff. His food came out to like $250. His bill came out to like $750 or $850, something like that. He paid it with a card. He took his receipt, which was longer than like all of his food stretched out the long way. And then he walks out the door. Halfway out the door, he comes back. I'm thinking I'm caught. I'm like, crap. Somehow he figured it out. He comes back and he's like, again, I'm so sorry, sir. I apologize profusely. I was like, sir, no. You have a blessed day.
I'm gonna be like, extra whipped cream? Nah, I gotta dip my feet in your drink, bro. You're doing too much. If you had the opportunity to eat Bob's Burgers versus my bum's burgers, I reckon you take Bob's. My bum don't taste good. I would know. I've tried it. I worked at Starbucks in 2017, and I would put some pills in customers' drinks around the holidays. No cap, I went to jail for 2 years and 6 months probation. The pills weren't any bad ones, just ones that made you feel good, like dopamine.
Don't lie to us.
I got some psychopaths.
Don't lie to us.
So back then, I used to work at a gas station in high school. The only reason I worked there because it had good pay and my homie was working there too. So working at a gas station, I've seen a lot of crazy stuff go down. I've seen people get shot, stabbed, etc. So at that point, nothing really surprised me until one day, me and my homie were just doing our jobs. I was ringing up customers and homie was sweeping. Until this guy came in, normal looking guy, asked for a pack of rhino pills. Nothing crazy, people get that all the time. Until I hear barking. So I don't think much of it until I see a full grown adult man walking on all 4s. And I would've just, okay, what the heck, if it wasn't for the fact he had on a dog mask on with a belt. And it's not like he had pants on either. He walked in bare cheeks out and a bra on. What the actual is happening right now? So the guy I was ringing up said, "Who's a good boy?" and pet him. So at that point, I left out like I was shocked. I don't judge kinks, but I'ma judge this one. You weird if you do this in public. You traumatized my homie right here. He was just trying to work at the gas station. You pull up in full Metal Gear Solid uniform for you and your partner to do those activities for everybody to see. Not everybody want to see that, bro. Leave that behind closed doors. For a short period of time, I was working at this hardware store. And when I applied, my brother told me that the owner of the store is racist and I wasn't gonna get hired because I'm Muslim. And when I applied, I did notice that every single worker was white. But I ended up getting the job for some reason. My brother was pretty surprised. Turns out my brother was right. That owner was racist. Every time I came into work and he was there, he would always pat me down to make sure I didn't have any contraband on me. Never once did I see him do that to any of the other workers. And one day, when I had gotten done cleaning the toilet, for some reason I was the only one getting that duty, I walked past his office and his door was slightly open. And I heard bro on the phone with someone and he was talking about how he didn't trust me. And he straight up said I was a because I was Muslim. After that, I knew I needed to do something. So instead of quitting, I hit a brick of inside his office when he wasn't at work. And where I live, that stuff is mad illegal. I then gave an anonymous tip to the police in our town and he got arrested like a week later. I love your vids, cutie. W. Nothing but a W, bro. The only other option I could have thought of is suing him. You know, that's my only other option. I would have recorded him saying all that junk and I would have sued his ass. Or, second option, statements that my lawyer told me not to say, so I won't say it. But your idea, pretty good. Nice. Someone said LeBron was better than Kevin Durant. That's cause he is. Don't ever disrespect my little goat like that. My little husband is never gonna be disrespected like that.
I've known this girl for more than 4 years and I like her. I've known her since middle school. I don't know, I just really like her. She already rejected me. That's why I don't talk to her. Because she asked me not to. But I can't get over her. She's just my first love. Pleading emoji. Fate has it we now work together. And it's been more than a year since the last time I saw her. And she's been looking at me. I've had a little glow up, so this isn't really a confession. I just need advice from someone I love, enjoy, and respect. 100 emoji, 100 emoji, fire emoji, 100 emoji, fire emoji, 100 emoji.
I am so glad you asked this question. I have the perfect answer for you. So first, you gotta do this. Okay, this next story is a little too crazy to show any type of visuals for. So, in the meantime, I'm gonna read the story, and in your mind, I'll help you visualize everything that's happening right now.